Do you know what orgone energy is? Wilhelm Reich's discovery of the effects of orgone energy revolutionized our understanding of energy and the human body. Together we will now unravel the mystery of Reich's discoveries and explore the true power of orgone energy. Who was Wilhelm Reich? Wilhelm Reich was an Austrian psychoanalyst, born in 1897, who worked extensively with orgone energy. He developed the theory that there is a universal life energy, and that it exists in all living and non-living things. Reich believed that this energy flows through the human body and plays an important role in our health and well-being. His work led to the development of orgone accumulators, special devices designed to increase orgone energy in the body. Although his ideas were controversial and rejected by many members of the scientific community, many people benefited from his findings at the time. Have you heard of orgone energy? In the 1930s, Wilhelm Reich became interested in orgone energy, which he called universal life energy. It is said to be present in all living things and is essential to human health. Reich developed his own measurement methods and built special instruments to make orgone energy visible and to study its effects. His research led him to revolutionary insights into the importance of orgone energy and influenced many disciplines at the time, such as medicine, psychology, and philosophy. Through his work, Reich made a significant contribution to the study of the human psyche, and to this day, orgone energy is a subject of interest to many people around the world. Reich's discovery of orgone energy began with his research into the physical and biological basis of Sigmund Freud's theory of neurosis. Reich believed that traumatic experiences block the natural flow of life energy in the body, leading to physical and mental illness. He concluded that the libidinal energy discussed by Sigmund Freud was the primal energy of life, and was associated with much more than sexuality. Orgone, according to Reich, was everywhere. He measured this energy on the surface of the earth. He even found that its movement affected the weather patterns. Does orgone energy affect health? According to Reich, orgone energy plays a vital role in our health. Wilhelm Reich found that this energy is present in all living beings and plays an important role in the regulation of the body and mind. Blocking or disturbing this energy can lead to various physical and psychological problems. Through the targeted application of orgone energy, Reich harmonized the energy pathways in the body. These groundbreaking findings could help us understand ourselves better and improve our health naturally. Therefore, Reich promoted that orgone energy was worth looking into more closely and taking advantage of its positive effects on the body and mind. Can orgone energy be used in therapy? Orgone therapy consisted of delivering positive orgone energy to the patient using special devices and techniques. This was to dissolve blockages in the body and increase physical and emotional well-being. Orgone energy can also be used in psychotherapy to deal with traumatic experiences and treat emotional disorders, Reich added to his claims. The goal is to balance negative emotions with positive energy and thereby restore balance in the body. According to Reich, the use of orgone energy in therapy is multifaceted and can help alleviate physical and emotional problems. In 1940, Wilhelm Reich built the first device to accumulate orgone energy, a hexagonal box that was alternately insulated with layers of organic and inorganic substances, glass wool, iron filings, and galvanized iron sheet. Patients then sat inside this accumulator and received orgone energy through their skin and by breathing into their lungs. This was thought to have a positive effect on the blood and body tissue by improving the flow of vital energy and releasing energy blocks. How does the scientific community feel about orgone energy? Critics accused Reich of working in a pseudoscientific way and that his experiments could not be reproduced. His views on sexuality and society were also far ahead of their time, and many even considered them scandalous. Reich himself became a target of the US government and was arrested on charges of illegal practices. The FBI itself has an entire section on its website dedicated to Wilhelm Reich. This is their statement. This German immigrant described himself as an associate professor of medical psychology, director of the Orgone Institute, president and research physician of the Wilhelm Reich Foundation, and discoverer of biological or life energy. In 1940, a security investigation was launched to determine the extent of Reich's communist activities. In 1947, a security investigation concluded that neither the Orgone project nor any of its employees were engaged in anti-state activities or violating any law under the jurisdiction of the FBI. In 1954, the U.S. Attorney General filed a complaint seeking a permanent ban on the interstate distribution of equipment and literature disseminated by Dr. Reich's group. That same year, Reich was arrested for contempt of court for violating the Attorney General's injunction. His associate disobeyed the order and still possessed an Orgone accumulator. Was the FBI the only one throwing sticks at Reich? Not everyone agreed with the theories that Wilhelm Reich promoted. Reich's work with cancer patients and Orgone accumulators was the target of two very negative press articles. Both articles, The New Cult of Sex and Anarchy, and The Strange Case of Wilhelm Reich, were written by journalist Mildred Brandy. Soon after their publication, the FDA sent Agent Charles Wood to investigate Wilhelm Reich and his Orgone Research Center. In 1954, the FDA filed a complaint against Reich alleging that he had violated the Food, Drug and Cosmetic Act by internationally supplying devices that made false and misleading claims. The FDA labeled the batteries a fraud and Orgone energy non-existent. A judge issued an order directing the destruction of all accumulators leased or owned by Reich and those who worked with him, and the destruction of all materials referencing Orgone energy. Reich did not appear in court in person, defending himself by letter. Is research into Orgone energy continuing? Current research on Orgone energy shows that there is still a great deal of interest in Wilhelm Reich's discovery. Recent studies have shown that Orgone energy plays an important role in regulating bodily functions such as the immune system and hormone production. Orgone energy is also increasingly used in psychotherapy to release emotional blockages and increase well-being. However, research in this area is still in its infancy and it remains to be seen what further insights can be gained in the future. The power of Orgone energy seems undeniable and can be used in a variety of ways to positively influence our lives. If you study Wilhelm Reich's theory and his discoveries, you will quickly see that his findings are still very relevant today. The results of his research have not only expanded our understanding of nature and life, but have also paved the way for further discoveries. Reich's findings showed that there is a universal life energy that is present in all living things. The Orgone energy that Reich discovered had many potential uses. Reich also explored the possibilities of influencing the weather with Orgone energy and created a device called the Cloud Buster. It was a set of aluminum tubes of various lengths that were attached to a rotating platform. Attached to the tubes was a grounding cable that led into the water. When he pointed the tubes at the sky, he claimed that clouds began to withdraw or dissipate. On November 3, 1957, Wilhelm Reich died in his prison cell of a heart attack. In his will, he ordered that his works be locked away for 50 years, in the hope that the world would one day be a better place to receive his inventions. So what do you think? Is the world a better place now?